Hi Stampers! Welcome to Judy Stamps. This is Judy Anderson from judystamps.com, and I'm so excited today because I'm bringing you my first ever video on creating a scrapbook layout. That's right, I'm going into scrapbooking videos too. First of all, you may have seen recently the video I did using the You Plus Me bundle that's found here on page 5 of our new occasions catalog. So much fun. You can get the stamp set and the Stacked with Love Designer Series paper stack in a bundle and save 15%. However, today I'm not using these papers, but I did decide to use the stamp set. Everybody's thinking black and white or pink and black or pink and red with that stamp set, but I wanted to show you that you could do it with different colors and kind of do a little twist to it. Now, the colors that I'm using today I actually got out of the Sweet Taffy Designer Series paper. Excuse my catalog, it's marked up a lot with what I've purchased. The Sweet Taffy here, I love the vibrant colors, and it coordinates with the Daffodil Delight, the Melon Mambo, Old Olive, Pumpkin Pie, Rich Raspberry, Tempting Turquoise, and Whisper White. So as you can see, you've got a lot of choices. Let's get started. So much fun. I am going to start with the stamping because I am limited to the space I have in my camera view. So we're going to do our stamping first, and I cut this little square of cardstock, and with that I'm going to be doing the You Plus Me in Rich Raspberry. Just ink this up real quick here for you. Now the size of this cardstock is 2 by 2. I found that the circle fit in that just fine. Hopefully I can get this on here pretty straight and even pressure. And up. Oh, look it! I'm so excited. That came out so good. Bold imaged, didn't it? I'm going to go ahead and put some adhesive on this, and I'm going to be mounting this onto a mat, and this is part of the Sweet Taffy Designer Series paper. You can choose whichever side you prefer. It's totally up to you. I wanted to do the Tempting Turquoise side, but either side, like I said, will do. Just center it in here, press it, and we're going to put that to the side. Now I already stamped the Twitter pated, and I had inked that up with my Rich Raspberry Stampin' Right marker and the Real Red Stampin' Right marker, and then I hand cut it out. So that's done already. Our next piece will be on this piece of Whisper White, and I am going to be stamping the You're So Sweet image. And for this, I wanted to go ahead and use the stamp positioner. So I'm going to just put a little bit of tape on the back of that just to hold this cardstock down. And I've already stamped this image onto the plastic piece that came with my Stamp-A-Majig or stamp positioner. And what you want to do is you just want to find where you want your stamp, and make sure it's straight and whatever. And then I'm going to slide this little T up to the plastic corner. Now it doesn't have to be straight to your paper because you've already stamped it to how you have the stamp mounted on your block, so it will end up stamping where you want it. Just slide this down, even pressure, and up, and that's it. Remove that. Okay, a couple other things we're going to need is we will need the Rich Raspberry ink again, and my Tempting Turquoise ink, and my Real Red ink. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to stamp on a little piece of white scratch paper 3 little hearts, and I'm going to start with the Real Red. Actually, yes, the Real Red first, down and up. And I didn't bring my stamp cleaner here, so let me get this as clean as I can. Then the Rich Raspberry, I'm going to stamp it again over here. And I'm not worried about those lines. I'm not stamping real straight here. And stamp this one up a little bit in the Tempting Turquoise. I am getting a little line on there. I pressed on the ink a little bit too hard. But once again, I don't have my stamp cleaner here, so it's not going to matter. Now, I'm going to grab the Heart Punch from the Itty Bitty Accents Punch Pack. And now this has like a little teardrop shape to the heart. It doesn't match this image real perfectly, but you can line it up and still get that punched. I love that. So I'm just going to line it up and punch it and just tear this a little bit because it needs to get into the punch. Line that up and punch. Okay, I think that's it for the stamping. So I'm going to bring my page base, and it is a 12 by 12 layout. And for the base, I decided to go with the Old Olive today. And it is one of the colors that coordinates with the Sweet Taffy Designer Series paper. And I've already pre-cut all my paper to save time on camera. And I am just going to take some snail and adhere it to my paper strip here. And this is Tempting Turquoise. And it does measure 2 inches across. And I'm just going to put it, I don't want it centered exactly. Okay, about right there. Make sure it's straight. And put that down. Now I've cut 2 strips of the stripe Designer Series paper. You could use the opposite side if you want. Again, whatever side you think you'd get the most use out of. I only had one girl, so not too many pink pages because she's really not a girly girl. She is a tomboy. Hoping that my grandbabies are more girly, but no promises. And I'm just going to line this up along that strip of Tempting Turquoise on both sides to give it a little bit of a border. And you know, some of you might think, oh, well, you know what, you could have just done a piece that was 2.5 wide and just put it underneath. Yes, but I'm a paper saver, so that does the same thing. Same look. Oh, it's starting to get ready here. It's starting to transform. Okay, now we're going to take our Twitter painted, and I'm going to put some snail on the back of that. And oops, got a little bit on the front. I'm just going to line that up towards the top up here so it goes off of the turquoise a little bit. Okay, then I cut a 3/4 inch by about 4 inch piece of the polka dot pattern paper, and I just want to make like a banner, and I'm going to do that real simply by just cutting a slit about halfway up and then angling it. So I'm creating my own banner, and I just find that this is really quick and easy way to create those banners. On some snail. Now, you know, for this I could even use this side, which I'm going to do for this one. I think instead of the polka dot, I go ahead and use that and just line that up right there. Okay, and remember that you and me, we're going to adhere that now. Now, like I see, this would go really good too, but I chose the turquoise because I want it to pop from the turquoise but not be really too bold. Okay, now this is going to be a photo mat. However, I don't always mat my photos just on the photo mats, but I try to include at least one photo mat to most of my pages. And this is going to separate all the other pictures I put on here, so this will be the focal point. Okay, now your sweet little piece here. Now I'm going to put this, offset it. It is cut the same size as the Whisper White, and this is the Rich Raspberry, but I'm just going to offset it to give it a little bit of dimension there, add some more snail to the back there. I think I'm going to put this right here. Now you'll notice I'm leaving some blank spaces. This is for some areas for pictures, guys. You don't have to have all your pictures on mats. And it kind of, since we're doing the pattern in the white, it's kind of making mats out of the old olive, your page base. And let me just add, my snail's not wanting to work out too good here. Some snail. You could use glue dots too. I just don't happen to have a glue dot right now. I'm just going to add these right here in the corner, just a little bit of design in the corner there. I still do have room for a picture here and here. And you know, over here it's missing a little bit of something. So I'm taking our Bold Bright candy dots. I love these. You get 12 of each little candy dot family. And since we did the turquoise red and raspberry up there, I think I'm going to do the same colors down here. I'm just going to, actually I'm going to use the Melon Mambo. I'm out of the red. So I'm just going to pick up the glue, and just like with our rhinestone brads, or not brads, but our rhinestone jewels and our pearls, you want to make sure you get underneath to get that glue up. So I'm just going to put that one right there. Get the turquoise up next. And maybe out here, or up here, we'll go in with this one. And then the rich raspberry here. Okay, so that's just adding a little bit of detail. And let me zoom in on that a little bit so you can see it. There you go. Okay, so that's our first page. Fast, huh? Plenty of room for pictures. You can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pictures at least on this one page. I believe in using as many pictures as possible on a page. Okay, let's get our second page. I'll move our candy dots. And with our second page, I've already cut, once again, all the Designer Series paper. There isn't any stamping on this page, but a lot of Designer Series paper. Okay, I want to tie in the stripes with the other page. So I'm going to be using the stripe along the top of this page and just running it right along the top. Okay. Then I've got 3 strips of cardstock. I have the Melon Mambo, the Rich Raspberry, and the Tempting Turquoise. And once again, I'm going to make some banners out of these. Real quick, just cut my own banners. I love banners. You know, banners are in right now, and this page has got kind of a contemporary look to it, which I like. If you don't have the candy dots, you could use pearls, and if you have the blendabilities, you could color the pearls instead. I have a tendency of not wanting a lot of bulk in my pages because it makes the scrapbooks really bulky. Okay, and these are all cut. I think it's 3 inches long, 2 3/4, and 2 1/2. I wanted them 3 different lengths. And I'm just going to put those right up here. Run those from the edge up here. Now, if you wanted to add a little bit more texture to them, you could run them through an embossing folder. But I had decided not to. I thought that these pages layouts were going to have enough going on with them. And I'm going to introduce, another of the pieces of Designer Series paper, another pattern. I like pattern a lot. My stripes and polka dots are my favorite patterns. And these hexagons are close enough. And once again, these, I don't know if they're hexagons. I call them honeycomb shapes. They're really in right now. So in that goes. Now for this next part, I am polka dots. Told you, rich raspberry. If you didn't like that side, you could use this side, and it would tie in with the old olive base. But I am not going to put a lot of adhesive in this area because that's where I'm going to be putting my photo mat for this page. So I just want to press it down lightly on each side. The center is still, so I can pull it up. And I am taking a sheet of 5.5 by 8.5 Tempting Turquoise. And I'm going to slide it underneath there, kind of weaving, basket weaving maybe. I don't want it to overlap up here. And I'm not going to push it down because then, remember this pattern? I'm going to put that pattern on this page also. Even though you didn't see a whole lot of it on the other page, this measures 2 inches by 3 inches. And I want the edge of this turquoise to butt up to that, my photo mat. Now what's really fun with this photo mat is you can get a lot of different pictures on here, just depending on the sizes you crop your pictures. Get this on here straight. Now press it all down really good. You've got a lot going on this page, however, you still have plenty of room for pictures again. I took one of our bold bright buttons and I tied in some of our Painted Blooms cotton twine. Let me tell you guys, this is what it looks like. You get a 3-pack. This stuff is so soft that you just want to cuddle up with it. It's another item that you're going to find in our occasions catalog, and I'll show you where. It's found right here so you don't miss it on page 37. It adds the perfect accent to your buttons and your projects, and it's actually Soft Sky, the Whisper White, and Wild Wasabi. Now I want to remind you that if you don't have your own copy of the Occasions catalog and you'd like one, please let me know. I'd be more than happy to earn your business and send you one for free. Now, I only ask that if you're currently working with another demonstrator that you ask her for your copy. Okay, now I can't find my glue dots, so I'm just going to put this on with my snail and find my glue dots later. And I'm just going to put that button right here. Now, I said that this was my picture mat. I can still get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a large picture here, focus picture, or I could do 2 or 3 small ones here, and I can even overlap your picture here. Let me show you with this package from the dots. If you overlap a picture here, and you can still do a picture up there. So what did I say? 5 or 6 pictures on the first page, 5 or 6 pictures here. You can get, 10, 11, 12 pictures on this layout. And isn't it fun? So here's the first page again. And I don't know if I can get them both in the camera. Let me see if I pull out. No, that's it. And here's your second page. You can even tuck your picture underneath this band. Kind of like a belly band here. Wow, I just love this 2-page layout, don't you? I hope you had as much fun watching me create it as I did creating it for you. If you like this, please leave a comment below. Visit judystamps.com for some more information on purchasing the products that I used for this 2-page layout. And until next time, happy stamping!